just finished a Peloton ride. That feels so good.
My bad sides. Yet nothing that I do seems to make you wanna run away. And I'm so thankful that you found me.
Okay, I have a 1 hour coaching call, and then right after that, my guy Chris is coming over to blow out my hair and it needs to be wet. So to take advantage of the very little bit amount of time between the two of those, I'm putting in a conditioning hair mask for my coaching call. Ooh, I'm gonna look good.
Make me a whole lot better. A whole lot better.
Ta-da! Chris lays the blowout every freaking time. I am doing my makeup and getting ready and then gonna meet Ankita for lunch, and I will open up this vlog shortly. Hello you guys, welcome back to my vlog. If you're new here, my name is Haley Hoffman Smith and I call myself the friend who helps you dream the friend who helps you bring your big dreams to life through manifestation and motivation. I am standing in my office. I painted the wall. Well, I didn't paint it. I hired someone to paint it. Painted it pink. The color is Hot Lips by Benjamin Moore if you're interested. Yesterday, and we painted my bedroom yesterday too. I'm gonna link the vlog up here of the painting situation because I've been making some apartment changes. My now friend Sierra, who's an interior designer, we have been working on like a whole plan for my office space, and it's coming together slowly but surely. This is my new lamp. Meet him. He has a big personality, as you can tell. He's so big. I could not believe it when we put it together. This room's coming together. It feels like a lot is coming together. And on that note, I want to get back into spiritual vlogs. So spiritual vlogs was like the main thing I started on YouTube for, where I take a spiritual lesson and I implement it over the week or the time that I'm vlogging. And I usually don't know how the spiritual lesson is going to apply, but just like talking about it and considering it and working with it in my life is a very like Sagittarius moon, it's my moon thing. And it's a cool chance for like you guys to learn. So last week I got back on the bandwagon a little bit, talking about like how you focus on something for the sake of focusing on it for you as like an end within itself as opposed to a means to an end. And how if you're focused on your vibration, everything else will blossom in a beautiful way. And I've been really interested in like vibrational stuff lately. I have been doing this quantum leap meditation in the morning. It's only 10 minutes. I'll link it below. It's by Brian Scott. And I've been reading You Are the Placebo by Joe Dispenza. I've been crazy obsessed with both of them. I really feel like I'm just getting back into my mojo with like energy and creating your reality. And something that the book said that really stood out to me was, you can only see things on your own vibration. But it said it in a really interesting way. So it was talking about how matter, like if you look at this iPad, this is a matter, is energy. And the only reason we can see and feel and interact with matter is because we are on the same vibration as matter itself. And so we take that a step further and we're like, okay, wow, that means everything I'm seeing, everything I'm experiencing is because it's on my energetic vibration, or I'm on that vibrational level. Taken beyond just like actual physical things, that extends to the people we attract, the circumstances, the opportunities, the little things that we think are mere coincidences, like who's standing in line next to us at the grocery store, or what song comes on when we walk into Starbucks, or if you lose your keys, or what, like all the little things that can happen. It's all a part of your vibration. And there's so many cool ways that you can alter your vibration. You know, for me lately, that's been meditation. I've been working out a lot consistently, which I'm really proud of myself for. That was something I really wanted to implement this year. I don't drink anymore, or very, very rarely. That helps my vibration. All those little things help. And then you do the visualizations and you bring in those components. So I want to use that as the spiritual lesson for the week. Everything that is in your reality, it's because it's a reflection of your vibration. If you're not liking what you're seeing, gotta change up the vibration. And if you like what you see, stick with it, or even heighten that vibration even more. Okay, so I just got a pedicure. It's gonna rain all day tomorrow. I have a crazy day tomorrow in the sense that I don't have coaching calls tomorrow. Usually I do. I've been trying to scale back coaching just the smidgest little bit to get more into content creation. A lot of my coaching lately has just like taken over my whole life, which I love, 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 love. But when you're working with like 3 to 4 clients a day, it's so hard to get other creative work done. So I've just been trying to like make that balance for myself. And I also just did a little something in honor of my vibration and my space and things that help. I bought myself a subscription, a weekly subscription for a flower arrangement because my dear friend and client Erin, who I actually worked with today, had sent me this gorgeous bouquet of flowers to thank me for having her on my podcast, which you guys have to listen to the episode. She's the one I went to the Grammys with, and the episode is just so freaking cool. They made the most beautiful impression on my space. You'll be able to see them in my last vlog when Ankita was over and we were making the charcuterie board. Anyways, as flowers do, they died. And I really miss just having that fresh flower there. So I went through Urban Stems. Not an ad, but it should be. I should that could be a good ad. It would be, but it's not. I'm not getting paid to say this. I paid to say this. And they choose basically like one floral arrangement per week to send to you, and you never know what it's gonna be, but I set it up for every Tuesday. So this is my first one. Purple vibes. I don't know, something about this feels familiar to me. I feel like purple has been like a main theme color. So I'm just gonna set this up. I'm gonna tidy up my space a little bit. I'm in the mood to order just like a good salad for dinner. I was gonna cook, but I've been having this weird thing lately where I haven't been liking meat. I don't want to really talk about it. I'm trying not. I can't think about going vegetarian, but I have been having a weird thing with it lately. And everything I was gonna cook tonight involved meat, so maybe it's a Caesar salad night. I just ordered a Caesar from this place called Marta. I went with Rachel one time and it was so freaking good. It's like this, oh my gosh, I'm drooling. It's grilled lettuce with so much perfect cheese. And then I got some crispy potatoes. What's really interesting is I told Ankita how I've been like feeling about meat, and she's been feeling the same way. So super odd. No decisions to be made right now, just something to notice. So this is the situation right now. Thank goodness I have package delivery. I think a lot of this is the furniture that I ordered with Sierra for my office, and just on time, Jess is coming over tonight to order dinner, and I think we're just gonna stand here and figure out what is in these packages. Hey guys, it is Thursday. I have just been taking it easy the last few days in the same routine. I've really felt like I've got a routine down, which is why I haven't been vlogging a lot because I feel like it's kind of boring to watch. The routine has been number 1, protein shake in the morning. Number 2, quantum leap meditation in the morning. Number 3, Peloton in the morning. Filming a ton of TikToks all day, doing my coaching calls. And so because I'm not really breaking out from that, I'm like, okay, this is stupid to vlog. You guys let me know though. Is it something you'd want to see, like the same routine? I mean, I guess that could be like inspirational to get like you in a routine as well. Anyways, tomorrow I'm heading to Virginia to spend the weekend with my family, which I think is going to be so much fun. I literally have not packed for that yet, but that's okay. And things definitely are feeling like chaotic in my apartment. I'm always like, should I show you? Let's just be fully real. This is the situation. Like, why are there boots on the floor? My coffee spilled yesterday off my Nespresso machine. And I was trying my best. This is like the soldiers, broken soldiers. Everything is everywhere. So I think it's good that Jess, my organization BFF, I mean, I'm not gonna put her up to the job, but maybe I just need to get into an organization mindset, which will be so good because as a spiritual lesson of this vlog is saying, you can only see things that are on your vibration, and your vibration really is impacted therefore like by your environment. And the vibration right now is clearly cluttered and very chaotic, but nothing we can't work out. So let's get to work.
We're dreamers. We're living. We're dreamers. We're doing this in our way. We come alive in the nighttime. Something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving.
Morning guys, it's Friday. It's a very rainy day, rainy, cloudy. Prayers up for my flight. I just finished my Joe Dispenza morning meditation. It's this quantum leap meditation, and it's the one that I did every single day during COVID. That honestly changed my life so much. So I had to fight through a lot of resistance this morning to sit down and do it because it's a 25-minute meditation, but I always feel so good and grounded afterwards. I'm about to do a little experiment. I have this cold brew coffee. It's in here. and I'm gonna try heating it up. I have a lot of cold brew in my fridge. My Nespresso machine has been acting up lately, hence what happened over here. The like Nespresso machine was shaking like crazy and the cup flew off and the coffee went up there. And we'll figure it out later. But I've made drip coffee every single day this week and whatever. I'm just gonna try an experiment where I heat up this cold brew, because having like a cold coffee on like a cold dreary morning doesn't sound good to me. I just want something warm. So we'll do a little taste test. We'll see. We'll see how it tastes. We'll see. Today I have 2 coaching calls and then I'm off to the airport. So getting into Richmond in time, hopefully, for my brother's birthday dinner. It's gonna be so good to see my family. I've just really been looking forward to it, and I'm just gonna be there for 2 nights, tonight and tomorrow night. So I actually kind of like that when I'm packing. All my last trips I was packing for like a long haul. I had to fill up this huge suitcase with all of these contingency plans, and I'm basically already done packing because I just like threw in 2 outfits, my pajamas, like makeup remover, woo, hit the road. Okay, put in cream like I usually do. So magic moment of the taste test. Oh, that's not bad. This is gonna sound so bizarre, but even though it's not cold, it tastes cold. Maybe it's like my brain receptors are like, what? I usually have this taste cold, but no, it's like a very, it's almost like a Christmassy taste. It has more of like a robust flavor. Maybe I put in too much cream. It's not very dark, but love it. I have been reading, after I finished You're the Placebo, which is so good, I cannot recommend it enough, by Joe Dispenza. I've been reading The Amazing Power of Deliberate Intent by Esther and Jerry Hicks, aka Abraham Hicks. And it's just been one of my favorite things in the morning to sit in my little corner. I haven't checked my phone today yet. I checked my email on accident. It's like a force of habit when I open my computer. But I haven't even checked social media or anything. I've just been creating that space for mindfulness. And I just take notes, I underline things, I process them, I drink my coffee, and I look out at this amazing view. Usually the sun is like streaming in, so I'm basking in the sun, but this morning it's not. But that's what makes it cozy, which is so good. And I just honestly do it for as long as I feel compelled. There's always this point where I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm all set. I think I'll get up now. And then usually then I go and try to get on the Peloton at least for 10 minutes. It really depends on how my body is feeling, and like when I have a coaching call or something. I've been having a lot of like 9 a.m. calls, but I've been wanting like a full 2-hour morning routine lately, which has been helping me a lot. This morning, I did a really intense Peloton workout yesterday, so I might just do 10 minutes this morning, but it's just been really good to like motivate myself to get on the Peloton. I will say that I found that if I'm like, no, I won't check my phone until after I get on the Peloton, it actually creates a little bit of anxiety, which I'm working through. Just because like when you have big platforms and a lot going on, I constantly feel like I'm missing something, or like somebody needs to get a hold of me. Like it's not even just like my friends or my family. It's like, oh my gosh, if there's like a client, or if someone has a question about like a slingshot sessions thing, like they're in my Instagram DMs and they're wondering where I am, or I don't know. There's a little bit of like a fight or flight response a little bit. I've gotten so much better. I used to like have to check my phone the second that I woke up in the morning, but now I'm really good at not doing that, having my time, creating that space for myself, which is so essential. The mornings that I fall back into that slump of like being really tired, so I reach for my phone in bed and then I'm checking everything, I honestly don't feel like myself throughout the rest of the day, so I've had to be very strict about that. But I have noticed it's kind of this thing, and I'm good at it. If I hadn't mastered this, I would not be doing it, but honestly, I'll just like check my phone just to check to see, kind of like to calm my mind, and then hop on the Peloton, and it makes the Peloton ride honestly more enjoyable, so that I'm not like, whoa, can the time be over yet? I need to check my phone. So you just gotta do what's good for you. Anyways, time to read and settle into the day. Okay, I just finished a 10-minute Peloton ride, and I'm making my morning protein shake. I've had to be really conscious about protein since, as I was mentioning at the beginning of this vlog, I suddenly am just having a weird aversion to meat. So I'm just like literally unable to eat it all of a sudden. I don't know if it's a phase, I don't know if it's a forever thing, but I'm needing to be extremely conscious of like putting protein in my diet since I'm not eating meat anymore. I'm trying to eat fish. Yesterday, like I went to lunch with Ankita and we shared like a lobster roll without the bun and like put the lobster in the salad, and that was okay. But especially for like in the morning when I'd usually have like bacon, or then I'd like immediately have a midday lunch of something with meat, like chicken on a salad, a burger or something, I just need to really set myself up for success. So I've been doing this vegan, or it's not even vegan. That's so weird that I just said that. Vega, not vegan. Vega protein and greens, vanilla flavored, oat milk, and then adding some cold brew, just so I have a little kick, some collagen, and then also for extra protein, I've been adding chia seeds. Chia seeds are supposed to be really, 6 grams of protein per serving. So I'm really just putting that in there. Okay, let's make this bad boy. I've also been trying to get back into my water kick, which has been hard, but whenever I infuse it with a flavor, it works so well. So I'm just gonna squeeze some lemon and put the lemon in my big water. I'm gonna try to drink 2 of these today, which means I really need to get on this one before I go to the airport in a few hours. Just that hint of lemon makes all the difference. Never put too much lemon in your water because it can make you feel kind of nauseous. I am wearing this cute sweater dress today, and it's time to head to the airport. I packed light, very proud of myself, and excited for the weekend. Hello, you guys. I am in Richmond. I have forgotten to vlog this entire time, but I slept for 11 hours last night. I was so tired, oh my gosh. And I also feel like when I'm at my parents' house, I just feel extremely calm. Maybe it's out of New York City too, like being out here in nature as opposed to in the busy city. But I'm going to see my guy Michael to get my hair blown out. I see him every single time I'm in Richmond, so it's like a special friendship to me, and he does the most amazing job with my hair. So on my way to that now. Blowout is done. He slays it every single time. And honestly, every time I see him, it's just so great because we have such good talks about like making the most out of life and motivation and spirituality, and talk about like attracting something on my vibration. It was maybe like a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years, time is an illusion, where I was looking for a blowout place in Richmond while I was visiting my parents, and I happened to find him. The blowout king is what he calls himself. I went in, I like noticed that he had crystals on his little like blowout area, and so I was like, okay, this guy is totally like my language. And we've stayed friends ever since, and I think we just give each other so much like motivation and empowerment. Like we both leave every interaction feeling really expanded. And it just goes to show, like, you find the people you're supposed to meet in this lifetime, and that's another part of being in that vibrational space of like attracting what you are and what you need. It's just so cool. It's this rainy day, so thank goodness I made it out with my hood on. I didn't take the umbrella in, so it was almost bad. Anyways, on the way home to make dinner with my family. It's my tradition to play Folklore and Evermore when I'm home.
But I'm so tired of wandering. Yeah, I'm lost, but I'm living. Yeah, I'm lost.
Hello, my friends. I'm back in Manhattan. I just got my eyelashes touched up. It's a Monday morning, and I'm gonna close out this vlog, turn around, and start a whole new one because I'm really excited for the spiritual lesson of the next one, so stay tuned. But to wrap up this vlog and the spiritual lesson, which was about seeing things in your vibration, I have a little story time. So last night I was flying back to New York from Richmond, and I have just been in a very like go with the flow, all is divine love, all is divinely orchestrated type of like spirit and vibe. And I got to the airport, went through security, was about to board my flight, and I got a text that the flight has been canceled. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna handle this. At first I was like, you know, whatever, I'll just like fly out in the morning, even though that's pretty inconvenient. Well, I have to go up and talk to the gate agent in order to change my flight or figure something out. And it turns out that an earlier flight had been so delayed that actually I could get on that one, and my boarding time would be 5:34 p.m., which is my time of birth and my luckiest time. And so I was like, oh my gosh, that's so perfect. How like divinely does that work out? So I end up getting on that flight, and then we are like on the tarmac waiting for another hour and a half. And so it was like this long series of delays, but I just kept like rising to the challenge. Reading, I had the book Becoming Supernatural by Joe Dispenza with me, so I was diving into that. I did a little meditation sitting on the plane. I filmed a TikTok. Like I made the best of it for my reflection piece, because I guess for that, I was reflecting on, okay, if I attracted this in my experience, like this delay and the switch up, like what is that really saying? And none of that was super resonating. I did think it was definitely convenient that even though this one flight was canceled, the one from before was so delayed and I was able to get on and still be in like first class cabin, which I had booked. Other people got bumped back. Like things were still working out smoothly in that sense. But I do think what was vibrational, which was really cool to see, is that basically since the second flight, my flight had gotten canceled, people got bumped off or weren't allowed on the other flight. It was like in a matter of like your cabin, who checked in when. I'm not really sure how it worked, but there had basically been these two elderly couples who were going on like a double date trip to Europe. So they were flying from Richmond to Newark to catch a flight out of Newark to Switzerland. And I was not involved in this, but it was just something I was seeing. So it was like in my reality on my plane. These two other very, very kind women were basically saying, oh, we're gonna give up our seats to let you guys go, even though that means we won't get to Newark unless we fly to Denver first. Richmond to Denver, back to Newark. And I walked up like to basically board the flight and was kind of like not eavesdropping, because like it was kind of happening in front of everyone as it happens, but like one of the women of one of the elderly couples got really emotional and started crying because of the act of kindness, and it was just so special to see. I have chills just thinking about it right now, like to do that for a complete stranger. It was just so kind. And the other woman was saying, oh, I'm just on such a high right now, like I just watched my son graduate college and get engaged yesterday, like I really just want to do this for you, like I've been to Switzerland, it's so beautiful, yeah, just please have a good time, I don't mind. Even though, I mean, Richmond to Newark is a 1.5 hour flight. Richmond to Denver back to Newark, that is literally like an extra 7 hours just a flight time, like not considering layovers, etc. Basically how the whole thing ended up happening though was that everybody ended up getting on the flight. I think some people, maybe because of like the additional delays, some people got off, or I don't know what happened, but all four of the like two elderly couples and then the two women who were going to give up their seat for that second elderly couple, everybody made it on the flight together and everything worked out. And yeah, there were like little delays, but I felt like it was so special that I got to witness someone doing something so kind, just truly out of the kindness of their heart. And that I just happened to be right there and kind of like could hear the backstory, like at the gate right before we were about to board. And then I was kind of sitting, it was a really small plane, so it kind of felt like we were all a team, but you know, sitting next to the two women who had done it. And it just made me think, like with a lot of things in your life, the vibration is really gonna be like, what is the disposition of the people around you? Even when inconveniences come up, how does it feel to everyone? Like when you're there, are you still enjoying it? Like, can you still embrace life fully? Or is it something completely different? Because I've definitely also had flights or situations where there's been an inconvenience and everyone's been really mad and really annoyed. Like, and I think that's a vibrational reflection. So I was just thinking about that. I'm like, how perfect to wrap up this vlog, to share that story. It was so special and cool to see, and I'm really happy it all worked out and everybody got on that flight. But just seeing like a stranger do that for someone else and how much it touched them, just that's what life is about. So I will see you guys next week. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm excited for all that's coming. Bye guys.